This week's chapter is chapter 13. It's about solutions. Solutions are simply a homogeneous mixture of a solute, something that dissolves, and a solvent. In general, we deal with water as a solvent, and we call these aqueous solutions. In other words, something is dissolved in water. We need to talk a little bit in this unit about why things dissolve in water. What is it about the attractions between the molecules, the solute, and the solvent that allows them to come apart into such tiny little pieces that they're floating around homogeneously or evenly throughout the solution? Why don't they stay together? Why doesn't the water stay together? What are those attractions we need to know? And so why do things dissolve? That's one of the major theoretical pieces of this unit. Why do things dissolve? What things will dissolve? Why do some things dissolve more than others? Oh, and most of what we see out in our world are solutions. The water you drink is a solution of the solvent, water, and the solute, stuff that's dissolved. The solute is a whole lot of things, minerals, salts. There's a lot of things that are in our solutions. Anytime you drink, for example, a soda pop or coffee or tea, you are drinking a solution. So we need to come from those, but the question is, how concentrated is a solution? And we need to figure out how to quantify or measure that concentration of solution. Maybe not so much measure in this unit, but calculate it. And why is it important to know how much solute is dissolved in the solvent? So we're going to learn about concentration. And what effect, and finally, we're going to learn about what effect the concentration, the solute, has on the properties of the solution. Now, that's called a colligative property. Colligative properties include boiling point elevation. You may very well put salt in water before you boil it for several reasons. Freezing point depression. Freezing point depression is when, for example, when we put salt on the ice in front of, on the sidewalk or something to make the ice not freeze in the winter and be slippery. That's another colligative property, and there's several others as well. So we need to learn about those colligative properties. In this unit, you have several things to do. There is a POGIL. Let me check and make sure I got this right. There is a POGIL on molarity, or molarity is a unit we use, or way to measure the concentration. This molarity POGIL must be completed by Thursday night. The answers will be posted Friday morning so that you can look at it before you take the assessments. If you complete the POGIL by Thursday at midnight, you'll be eligible to receive full credit. If you don't complete it until after the answers have been posted on Friday morning, you will not be eligible to receive full credit. There's a lab that deals with heat of combustion from a past chapter and boiling point elevation, the colligative property from this unit. There's mastering chemistry you need to complete. There are 2 assessments. They're kind of quizzes, they're one-page things. You need to print them out. You need to complete them and submit them. One is called Solubility Curve Knowledge Check. You need to do this after you have watched the videos. And there's another assessment. The chapter is called Chapter 13 Quiz that, once again, you must print out, write on it, and submit it. Now, obviously, if you have, or maybe not obviously, if you have a tablet, you can certainly just do it on the tablet and write on it, but it needs to be handwritten, not typed. And you can submit it that way. That's this week's stuff. I will talk to you later in the week to remind you about this quiz or the assessment and to give you some other information. If you have any questions, please ask me.